Khorne here, and today I'll be sharing with you one of my Doomstacks for the High Elves. And the core premise of this Doomstack: to get as much Winds of Magic power reserves as we possibly could. Up to a total of 632. In all honesty, we could go higher, but we would need a lot of items, which increase Winds of Magic power reserves, and well, in this campaign I didn't get all that many. So the way we do this is, in recent patches, items, traits, and landmarks were changed from giving you a increase to when increasing in Winds of Magic to just giving you Winds of Magic reserves. So, an item such as the Jewel of Dusk used to give you plus 10% Winds of Magic increase to when increasing, but now it just gives you 10 Winds of Magic capacity. Now, they also get magical reserves. This hasn't been changed, it is the same. So lower Masters of Hoes and the mages also increase my magic reserves that way. But there is also a ancillary, the Disciple of the Phoenix, which you get by just being idle in a region that has a mage building built, which is this one right here. So what you want to do is just put as many heroes as you don't need in the province that has a mage building, and passively you will get that ancillary. Now, aside from that, Teclis himself also gives you a lot of Winds of Magic reserves. He does so by giving you 50 through his items, rather the armor, the arcane item, and his item set bonus gives you 50. His unique trait gives you 10. And then we got the trait for killing Kairos. Didn't see that coming. Another 5. And through his skills, he gets another 20. So, this army actually didn't start out to be as much Winds of Magic as possible in the beginning. I wanted to give Teclis Disciple Lore Masters and make him an unkillable machine in melee with the Sword of Cain, but since they did this change, well, I thought I might as well try and give him as much wins as possible. He still has a decent amount of Disciple Lore Masters, but I also put in some Conductors for Arcane Conduit to get our Winds of Magic as quickly as possible. Also put some Resistant Mages that also give us melee defense for the entire army. As you can see, they give us melee defense and spell resistance. Now, the reason why you also want to put Lore Masters instead of Mages is because of a situation like this. So in the map that we will fight, there are actually no places we can hide our heroes. So the enemy army will just rush at us. And since Teclis isn't unbreakable, he doesn't have the Sword of Cain, and we didn't kill Gotchuk and Felix, it didn't show up in this campaign, we actually need units on the ground in order for him to not flee the battlefield. Now, this is a really old save, right? This is before the Chaos Dwarfs were introduced. So there is no UN bow to upgrade this even further. Now, aside from giving Winds of Magic reserves, Teclis also lowers the cost of his spells by 20% from his skill line, and for individual spells such as Chain Lightning by 3 from his unique sword, and Regrowth by 3 from his arcane item. And this makes it so, with the Disciple heroes, who not only increase his melee defense, but also decrease the cooldown for all of his spells, so he can cast spells non-stop. And our Winds of Magic reserves just makes it so we'll never even run out of magic. He also has Spirit Leeching, which doesn't provide all that much winds back, considering we're constantly casting, and this takes 25 seconds to actually give us 2.5 Winds of Magic back. So we won't really have that much use of it, but it will constantly be active through the battle, meaning we will get a lot back. Aside from that, his sword also gives us a small amount of Winds of Magic back. Not much, but It all adds up in the end. Also, the Spellmaster isn't the worst thing in the world. So he's also on an Arcane Phoenix. So aside from having 175 melee defense from the Disciple heroes, he also has 35% ward save, which will go up by 10 from Attuned to Magic. And we have Shield of Sapphire, which gives us another 10 because we're constantly going to be casting spells. Meaning we have 55% ward save in total. We have 30% physical resistance. And one of our lore masters has a Diamond Guardian Phoenix, meaning this will go up by 10% as well. So in total, he has the potential to be a one-man Doomstack. Well, a budget one-man Doomstack, if you will. On a higher budget, actually. But he's not really amazing in melee. His weapon strength is pretty low. His melee attack is pretty low. So all in all, he won't be able to kill entire armies by himself if he isn't unbreakable. So if you could get him somehow unbreakable without removing any of his items, well then you basically have a one-man Doomstack. Not counting these guys. But yeah, let's get into it and see how good this actually is.
Feel my power.
And the other resolve is already like, we're gonna win this easily. Not so much, but fair quick victory still against 4 armies, 2 of which are basically late game armies, late game Doomstacks, and 2 of which are just regular war armies that have a lot of Black Orcs in them. Alright, let's begin. Alright, now right off the bat, we have 126 magic reserves, which is more than you'll see in any campaign right at the start of a battle, but that is amazing. Something I forgot to mention is that most of these heroes have arcane items as well that help increase our recharge rate and give us even more Winds of Magic. So the Book of Hoeth gives us power recharge rate of 160%, and the Forbidden Staff, aside from giving us power recharge rate, also gives us some Winds of Magic reserves. So let me just group those two together.
Command me. I concur. Speak quickly. Lord Master of Khorne.
Alright, now that we've grouped them, I know which ones have the Book of Hoeth and which ones have the Forbidden Rod. Now, Teclis has also killed Oxiodl, so he has Vanguard deployment, unlike the rest of our army. And the Greenskins will know where we are at all times, or rather our ground force, because there is nowhere we can hide. And this area here, yeah, you're gonna die here if you put single entities. They fall through the map. So we need to put them somewhere not there. We also need to put the mages behind our lore masters, as our lore masters are the melee experts, and our mages are there to just, well, provide us with Winds of Magic reserves. Now, I could have also put them on chariots, but I don't think it matters that much. Another thing is, even though this does damage to us, Teclis has Life Bloom, meaning he will constantly be healing our units. Not only that, but all of our units have a lot of magic resist on top of that. So 45%, 35%, depending on which skills we put in them. So they're not even going to be taking that much damage from the Forbidden Rod. Right. And so the entire point of this battle will be just for Teclis to cast as many spells as possible. Chain Lightning costs 5. Blockum Doom costs 4 Winds of Magic. And just never stop casting. The only thing is, his bounce spells are actually not affected by the cooldown, so they have a full length cooldown of, how many is that? 120 seconds. Alright. Now, these guys, we can't really move them anywhere else. This is probably the best location for them. Alright, and Teclis, just begin the mayhem. Doesn't matter where we cast, so long as we cast. Activate this, and Teclis, keep casting. Teclis could also probably beat Grimgor in a 1v1 situation, but he won't be able to beat the entire army by himself. So yeah, just keep casting. Endless block of doom, endless chain lightning.
Seeking the foe. Making my way.
You know, already 15,000 damage dealt in the first minute of the battle. And we're not, we're never gonna be slowing down. Up to 179 wins or reserves. How many do we have? We have 569 still to come. Now, like I said, if we land, we probably will lose to the entirety of their force. So just keep in the air and keep casting spells. If they come towards our Lore Masters of Hoth, the Lore Masters of Hoth are almost a Doomstack on their own, so they will be able to hold, especially if Teclis just casts unlimited spells on top of them. And I would like to see if we could get Grimgor to duel Teclis, but I don't think the AI will be that honorable.
Seeking the foe. I know the way.
What is that? 200 kills already. Crimson Killers are basically starting to die. I think they even have the Immortals banner. No, they don't. I don't know where the Immortals banner is then. It's somewhere here. These guys? These guys? No. I don't know. Alright, now let's do it on a bigger blob. Rack up those kills even faster. Hold on, let's do one of these. Even though that's not really the best thing we could use, still. Will do damage. A lot of damage. More Flock of Doom. Thank you very much. 500 kills. Don't mind if I do.
Ancestors, hear me. Scython, hear me. Ever on. Making my way. Fear my words. Setting forth.
Now, considering how cheap these spells already are, if you were to get you in both trades, which you can now, this was a very long time ago that I did this campaign, you probably will get all of this, like, to down next to nothing. So you might not even need this much Winds of Magics. You have unlimited magic. Alright, just cast this and this.
Teclis.
Don't really want to land with Teclis just yet, but I guess we could land on the Crimson Killers and see if they're gonna gang up on him. Yeah, they're actually taking an interest in him. Alright. 1,000 kills already, I didn't even notice. But yeah, they're definitely going for our army. And he basically took no damage in that engagement. Alright, and he could kill Grimgor if he can duel him properly. So let's try that. I mean, duel. Cast magic on him to make him strong, make him weaker. Now, if we did cast this here, we probably will go on cooldown with our spells, so let's not do that. And yeah, he definitely can beat Grimgor. He would just need to cast Enfeebling Foe a couple hundred times, get his stats down by something. And Grimgor with his 136 melee attack, he didn't even hit Teclis. Or he hit him for 2 damage, to be precise. Alright, but let's move away and let's keep casting spells. Oof, now he hit Teclis.
Making my way.
So yeah, Teclis definitely can beat Grimgor in a 1v1.
My words. Onward. Moving out. Scython. Hear me. I go.
In a 2v1 situation, probably not. So we're gonna let this Gobbo do something else. Right, they definitely want to go for our Lore Masters of Hoeth, which I don't want to let them do. I'd like to kill them all with Teclis if I can. Try and land on the trolls, see if that will draw them in. But I doubt they want to go on Teclis. Yeah, let's not cast this one yet. Yeah, he's just killing everything. Even though his melee attack is not that great, he can kill anything he touches.
Scython, hear me.
Alright, so the trolls actually went away. Let's keep chasing them. Alright, they're meeting our front lines, rather the Lore Masters of Hoeth, but that's fine. The Lore Masters can handle this much.
Seeking the foe.
And Teclis can just join them, buff them up a bit. Yeah, that's not ready yet. Can overcast this. Alright, try and kill the giants. Or should we actually go for Grimgor now that he is all alone? That might be a good idea.
Scython, hear me.
3,666 kills. And they just won't stop. Damn shame this one doesn't have an area of effect.
Fear my words.
Yeah, the giant basically died. It never stood a chance. Let's do one of these now. Right, and let's try to go for Grimgor. That's basically done. The Lore Masters can handle that on their own. I mean, they could have handled that on their own anyways. Still. We just gotta get through those 6 trolls. Go for Grimgor's beauty.
Scython, hear me.
Oof, Grimgor actually landed a hit on us. That's not what you want to see. But yeah, since we are constantly casting and we have above 15%, he does have 55 ward save. He is actually taking damage though. I don't like that. Need to lower Grimgor's stats a bit. Yeah, how much damage did he do? 1,800 damage. Yeah, do not underestimate Grimgor. (3,200 kills, 300,000 damage. Is that just not beautiful? Right, Grimgor definitely not taking this lying down. Just need to keep debuffing him. Oh, the Black Orcs are coming to help Grimgor. But yeah, we're just never gonna stop casting spells. Oh, more units are coming in. Look at that. Okay, they're almost out of units. Happened fairly quickly. Crap, I cancelled Chain Lightning again for the nth time. I mean, yeah, Grimgor is going down. If we let him come over here, he will die instantly. Because of those Sword Masters of Hoeth. So just keep killing him like this. If our Ragnaroks start going towards Teclis, then we'll move Teclis out of the way. Maybe we should just let Grimgor meet our front line. I mean, he's basically an unstoppable object, and Teclis is an immovable force, so they kind of cancel each other out.
For His Majesty.
Alright, do this.
Yes.
Keep casting Chain Lightning. Keep casting Flock of Doom.
Scython, hear me. Everon.
Yeah, Grimgor is going for our army.
Fear my words. Halt.
Alright, let's have Teclis help the army kill Grimgor. Oh, we should send this one off the battlefield. He's not having a good time. Let's just stop them all from moving. Debuff Grimgor, so he doesn't accidentally kill one of our units. Almost up to 4,000 kills. Ah, they cancelled Chain Lightning again. $4,200 kills. Beautiful. Oh, and we actually triggered the army losses. Nice. Now all that's left is to kill Grimgor.
Fear my words.
Crush them.
Sending the mages into melee. Oh, as soon as they get the move order to kill Grimgor, he doesn't stand a chance. In the end, he actually managed to deal 5,000 damage to us. We, however, did almost 500,000 damage to him. Yeah, we can just use this to heal to full. Also, our Lore Masters of Hoeth have Earthblood. But I mean, regrowth is almost the same cost and it heals much more. Might as well go for that. This one managed to survive. All in all, never stop casting with this army. If they come into melee with your Lore Masters of Hoeth, I mean, if you can't hide them, you can just beat him in melee. And Teclis can just infinitely cast spells and kill the enemy. Heroic victory. So yeah, I'd like to see anything that can kill this army. I'm pretty sure they can take on even single entity monsters, like a lot more. The giant died instantly. Sword Masters of Hosts are just insane in melee. Teclis can kill entire armies by himself. Just a beautiful Doomstack. So yeah. 4,568 kills. 435,755 damage. Gold value 35,200. Beautiful. Alright, well, that's the end of this one. Please do let me know if you enjoyed this. If you would like me to cover more of these. And if you have any criticism to how I could maybe improve this video. Because it's the first time I'm doing it, and I'm not very confident it was as good as could be. So thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe for future content. And until next time.
Khorne's horde fights as one.